little spots here. This is like more of a dent than anything. A little bit. This is how I got it. I got a little bit of rust here. This is all, it's all solid for the most part. This is, you know, coming off. I had the other side. Oh, somebody hit me there and pushed it in the bumper shock. I was gonna pull it, never bothered. Car was originally a Woody wagon before I had it. Somebody painted it. Paint didn't stick over there, but for the most part it looks okay. It's starting to get surface rust on this side too. Somebody broke this window. I had cleaned it up and sealed all the way around with like the black paint, but it's, you know, it's wearing away. Trying to remember everything you wanted me to take a video of or a picture of. Some rust, but it's solid. It's just the paint coming off. Like I said, somebody had painted this because that was really where the Woody wagon would have been. Getting a little rust in the bottom of the door, like on the other side. I still don't think, you know, anything's crazy. I'm just trying to shine a light. I just changed the fuel lines up until the halfway point on the car. I have a complete front end for the car. Every single bushing, every single front end part, and I have all 4 springs and shocks. You got to buy El Camino ones of these. It's pretty clean though, you know, for what it is, and I feel for what I'm asking. And this is a new windshield, and this is the interior. Forgive me, I get garbage in here. The vent does not work. It works on the defroster, works on the floor. I changed the vacuum thing and it still don't work. I had taken this out and the screws and the shit is in the back there. These are not in great shape. Also, the whole headliner is out of the car. It was in 2 pieces with the foam, but just like the 78 to 80 models, you could put the little hooks, I believe, with the rods instead. You know, I believe I'm correct, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's a manual front seat, power locks and windows. They're a little flaky, you know, but the windows all work. And the back seat's okay. This is extra parts. Like I said, I have another video that I'll send you. That's you know, in what do you call it? I have it in my phone somewhere, showing of it running, you know, right after I change the fuel line. But I have a whole nother cluster of these because these gauges are fugazi, you know. Just to show you under the hood. Recently, you know, the batteries are a few years old, but I haven't had to charge them at all. They've always, believe I put them in 2016, but they've been working great. They still work great. I let the car sit for 6 months. It'll be start up no problem. But new radiator, new hoses, new water pump, new belts, new master cylinder, new brake lines in the rear, new fuel line and new return line halfway up to the car, new power steering pressure lines going to the power steering pump from the Hydro Boost and back to the box. Injectors I did not change, but I did change these heads. They're Holy Grail heads. It's now a single stud intake. I didn't bother putting this muffler thing back. It just gives you no room to work. It's a different PVC system with this setup too, and it's a cast iron manifold. But there's a new, you know, the oil pressure switch is relatively new. The thermostat's relatively new. I did the heads at the end of 2018, but I haven't even put 1,000 miles on it. I think it has 103,000 miles on it now, and I bought it with like 92,000. And this car is so fun to drive. It pretty much drives pin straight, and it's a lot of fun to drive. I would drive it anywhere without an issue. It's still registered and insured, so I would drive it up for you. if you needed to go to a certain place, but obviously it's not quite worth my time. It'd be better if you just towed it, but I don't have a problem with going much anywhere with this car at all. So I think you get a lot of money, a lot of car for the money, and I have like I said, a bunch of extra parts for it, and I think it's a solid car. Does it need some things? It's the body's going to need to be attended to. This is locked, but this has new shocks on it, the glass, but it's a very solid car. This has been loose since I got the car. It's like literally it's missing a screw here, I think. There's my finger right there. So probably a little bit of rust there is going to end up being, but I still think it's a very good, solid car. Still has the original diesel emblem, and this car is actually featured the way I first found it. It had Ford hubcaps on it. You can find this car on Wikipedia, actually. Somebody went around and taken pictures of a lot of my cars, and this was one of them. So I still think it's a very good car. All right, thanks for watching.